In this video you will learn a crazy tracing technique, follow along all steps of painting a nice graffiti canvas, including some style theory. You learn how to have nice painted sides of a canvas, including the folding, plus a lot of more helpful tips. Enjoy!
Hello friends and followers, and welcome back to a new project. The last video was a canvas project, and surprise surprise, the new video will be a canvas project as well, because this is not a super fancy shoe. I have broken my toe. Yeah, and this is the reason why everything changed. My whole schedule is messed up.
Because usually I would continue painting on this huge facade, but as I can barely walk and stand.
Yeah, now I need to do stuff that I can do while sitting, and I'm so happy that I got an email from Chad, and Chad asked me if I could paint a canvas for him, and that's it. I'm allowed to paint whatever I want. And of course it will be a graffiti and a character. And I will tell you along the video what is so special about this sketch. I was not that happy with the method that I used in the last video, where I used the stencil paper. It was taking so much time, and I want to try something different. So we'll find another solution. Let's start.
So I printed the design of the new canvas in real size on regular paper. I sticked all 3,000 prints together with some tape.
And my idea is, we get some coal in the oven. This is what we need. And now,
I know it looks extremely stupid how I stand there, but I was just not able to let the foot on the floor, as the blood was pumping into the broken bone so much, and it starts to hurt so much after 5 minutes. But as a full-time artist, I have to be thoughtful about my sick days, and as long as I can work somehow, I work. Okay. I took the ballpoint pen to trace all the outlines of the design that I printed, and the coal on the backside should leave a mark on the canvas. Let's see.
oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect. A little bit too much coal. But all in all, I can tell that all proportions are perfect. Brilliant! Who needs transportation paper, or transferring paper, or tracing paper, or however it is called, if you got a little bit of coal?
So I fixed the canvas with the first lines on the painting frame. This frame is 15 centimeters wider in each direction than the final stretcher, and it is roughly made from cheap roof battens that are fixed together with some staples. On this way I can start painting the canvas even before the stretcher that I ordered online arrived at all.
I thought this would be less walking and more sitting, but the canvas is on the frame. I can start painting now. Palette is clean again. Palette porn. One of my favorite colors is burnt umber. Alizarin crimson. I don't know what's this for a weird color. What a weird name for a color. Then we got some yellow ochre, which I love very much as well. Lemon yellow. Turquoise, brilliant, and last but not least, titanium white. This is the professional palette with the beautiful colors. And now let's see how the coal still visible. Perfect. Okay, first step is done. The first layer of yellow ochre and lemon yellow is on the canvas. So we don't got any white spots in the final result. We don't got any risk. And there is still the yellow always shining a little bit through. So it all got this warm appearance at the end that I want to achieve. And the first thing that we want to do now is the sky. And yeah, let's just paint a sky. Let's paint a yellowish sky. The mountains just have too much contrast. I will put a little bit of yellow over it so that there is some atmosphere in front of it. Yeah, but I'm happy. I'm happy. Oh man, I'm so fast. I'm so fast this time. This is so cool.
It really helped a lot to create all proportions on the iPad Pro first and trace them with the coal to the canvas. This made everything so much easier. But let's get back to the origin of this artwork. You might remember the wall that I painted together with Nick earlier this year. And I still got unfinished business with this letter combination. I thought the piece has real potential, but I just needed to change some parts to make it as beautiful as it could be. And doing this in Procreate app on iPad Pro is just so much fun, with all the possibilities to adjust the letters until they are perfect. And even if my foot was hurting so much on day 2 that grumpy Smoe was not able to talk to the camera, I at least tried to finish some parts of the canvas, because when I can walk properly again, I will continue the big facade. What a chaos.
This is how we start in day 3. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look over there. We got the S over here.
Okay, let's go deeply into the composition of this style. As always, these letters say my name, Smoe, S-M-O-E. Everything else all around it are just decorative extra elements that give the letters more flow and extra power. But let's remove all the outlines and see the core of the letters. You have to imagine the core of the letters as a path that forms the individual strokes that create the letter. So at the end, there are pretty easy letters within these outlines. But let's talk about the extra elements. The S is pimped with a long extra bar on the left side, plus another extra bar that ends in an arrow. The left side of M is extended in a leaf-shaped element to underline this curved shape of the composition. The M also got an extra bar at the bottom, additional to the extra bar of the S on top, and as a gap filler, another extra bar on top of the right leg of M, plus 2 lids that create more weight on the left side of the whole style. Okay, I needed to change the color of E because otherwise it will create some confusion. Because we got this long extension of the right leg of M that creates the counterweight to the long extra bar of S. The O is the most chilled letter. It just got this extension and 1 extra bar that creates a rhythm together with the other extra bars, like top, bottom, top, bottom.
We got the super nice arrow with the shadows and stuff. But today we want to change the system a little bit, because I've mixed a big bunch of grayish color for the whole fill-in of the letters. And I will fill everything first and start in the details afterwards, because when I start painting a little bit of fill-in, painting a little bit of blocks, painting dark colors, painting light colors, it's inefficient. I think I won't go with the outlines. I will leave the outlines away and will just go with some different shades and light reflections and stuff, and make everything visible without having outlines. Ah, it's really insane. Okay, we continue with day 3. My prediction is that I will manage it to paint the whole graffiti piece. This is the goal of the day. Yay! Day 4, but I will show you. I give you some close-up detail shots of the recent status. And as I think that I don't have so much to say while painting, we will concentrate on the time lapse, push through this, finish the piece, and I will tell you more about the details and stuff afterwards.
Even when I work without outlines, I give all edges that are facing the light source a white highlight. That means that all edges that are on top of a letter get this white reflection to create this three-dimensional look. Same with the block. All surfaces that are facing the light source are light, while the blocks on the opposite side are dark and create a shadow on the letter below. But it gets really tricky when a letter casts a shadow on the other blocks. But, as I always say, these shadows do not have to be right, they just have to look right. So do not overthink this shadow stuff too much. To create even more depth, I painted a desert landscape all around the piece, and I tried to give it this dry, cracked surface structure, which gets smaller and lighter the further it is away. Besides the weathered YIC crew bombing on the left side, I painted fine details like the toolbox or the opened tin with turquoise paint, which are a symbol for the never-ending work that you have with letters. I'll give you more information about all the details when I reveal the final result, but now let's focus on the character.
And I got a little helper over there.
Ever since my daughter loved to be around when I'm painting. She just loves to watch me painting on my garden wall or when I paint canvases at home. And somehow it became a tradition that she always paints a little part in it too. It's the small details that make this artwork tell a whole story about the key to happiness, freedom and love, giving every detail the attention it needs until I've finished the artwork with the clear coat.
Good. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, the painting part is done, but now I need to take the canvas down from the painting frame and put it on the final stretcher. In this case I worked with 2 stretchers on top of each other, because it was impossible to get any thick stretchers in 1 by 1 meter size. The whole internet was empty.
Okay, to make the artwork fit perfectly to the smaller frame, I need to mark out the middle. Turn it around. Schlup. Like this. Whoop. I will start here.
And this is the second reason why I love to paint on a 15 centimeters wider frame first. When I put the canvas on the final stretcher, all sides are perfectly painted. And now let's talk about the edges. I first fold the side of the canvas flat on the stretcher frame. Fold the side 55 degrees outwards and then the underside with a 45 degrees crease inwards over everything. And again, side flat on the stretcher, 45 degrees outwards, underside 45 degrees inwards over everything.
And I know you want to see it. This is the final result!
At this point, I want to use the chance to say a big thanks to my supporters on Patreon, who support me with $5 each month to be able to create nice videos like this. Thank you. Okay, but now let me tell you a little bit about this artwork. Patience is my most personal artwork so far, and it tells basically my story. The story of an artist who creates art in a desert, in the middle of nowhere. He never finds an end. He wanted to add some leaves, maybe change the color of the letters, and sometimes he takes the hammer instead of being patient. This artwork also tells the story of the broken halo that was forced to be flat and now is released like a butterfly and left a round burnt mark in its box. I'm extremely happy with the positive, dreamy and hopeful expression of this artwork, and as I know that some of you would love to get a high quality jiggly print of this beauty, please check out the video description or go directly to smonova.de to pre-order your fine art print until the 12th of July. Worldwide shipping. smonova.de.
With the hair like him. Yeah, I hope you are a little bit entertained. Please don't forget to like the subscribe button. I hope you learned a little bit about how to paint a nice artwork like this with acrylic only. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next project. Now I need to pack. This beauty. Beautiful beauty.